is quite how the tyres will have responded to having the car dragged across the tarmac like that. But no, he stayed out there, and he'll maybe decide to come in at the end of this lap after all. But at the moment, he's staying out. In terms of his position, he's quite a long way down anyway, so it's not like he's got a long way to... he's got a place to catch up. He's in 40th place overall, and fairly well down in Class B as well, that car. Green flag though. Matt Finn now has to, Craig Baird has to open up as much of a gap as he can between himself and Thomas Jaeger in the pursuing Mercedes.
Fortunately there for Baird, he just didn't have many slower cars between him and the pursuing pack, so it has to work a little bit harder this time by.
Yeah, already on the way up Mountain Straight and going through there in 5th position. It's Mark Kingsley who's the reserve driver, effectively got into the number 5, the VIP Pet Foods Porsche after that big Aston Martin incident earlier on, and I think wise move that got the spare driver in for that. Up to Griffin Bent, 2 wide through there. That is 3 wide through there. That's something I've not seen before.
There's problems there for the Equity 1. Audi though, very slow through Griffiths. We wonder if there is a driver there. He's dropped way off the pace. 3
Audis heading up the hill in absolute harmony. In fact, there's 4 in about 5 cars there at the moment, and Christopherson is the man most likely. He's looking the 3rd of those Audis there to be through. He's still got traffic ahead of him. That's the 3rd place car, and he's got close company with Lee Holdsworth not too far behind him there, and he can't afford to get too much ground. He'll have to try and make an overtake here on Brendan Hartley, who is in 9th position and some laps down. And oh dear, this is all getting a little bit unnecessary as they come across Skyline and down through the S's.
Oh, it's tight on these restarts. We've seen the yellows breeding yellow flag all day long. Hopefully we get some nice green flag running here. We've seen the Audi freight train head down the mountain towards the tyres. Elbow, oh, he has a look at the inside. Christopherson just holding back a little bit there. He senses that these two are fairly willing as they head down Conrod Straight. Christopherson into the drive. Will he make the move?
It's a brave man that goes to driver's right here. Remember, we heard Matt Griffin saying there is a big bump there as you head into the right-hander. It should be flat. It's not necessarily flat when you're on the wrong side of the circuit. It's side by side, but Christopherson goes through and he's followed through by the Mercedes. No, not quite. Oh, both of the cars just not riding that bump at all. Well, on driver's right, exactly what Matt Griffin was telling us earlier on, and Christopherson, for the moment at least, gets a little bit of respite from Lee Holdsworth behind him. He's got the flashes on again with the extra light in the front of the grille as he comes up again into the lapped car, and the frustration, you can almost feel it from here, Mark, can't you, as they go past in front of us down the Liquid Molly Straight and towards Hell Corner for the 138th time.
Oh, the Mercedes has a look up the inside, gets the nose chopped off, no move there, and that'll cost him a bit of pace up Mountain Straight, really trying to work his way through as Lee Holdsworth, very experienced around Mount Panorama. Fades it over to the inside, he'll make the move stick into Griffith's Bend this time.
Not sure what was going on there, Mark. That Equity 1 Audi, you called it as going slowly. It's carried on round, so maybe he was just being a bit cautious or on the colder tyres.
He went to driver's left at Griffin Bend to let those guys through. I'm not sure he actually realised how many of them there were, as through goes Holdsworth to get back onto the tail for the moment, at least going up the cutting. He's got about 4 or 5 cars lengths, maybe a tad more actually, to make up on the Christopherson Audi, who made the best move there, best of the moves through the traffic.
Yeah, I think we'll see Christopherson being able to open up the gap between himself and Holdsworth. Before that safety car appeared, we did have the Audi stretching the gap between himself and the Mercedes there. So we've got that gap there expanding. I think we'll see how it goes over the next couple of laps. We can go down into the pits, and Summer, I think, is with Harold Prima.
We are live again, and yes, Harold Prima joins me. You just said it's turning very aggressive out there.